CoverGirl is going through a complete makeover for 2018. A lot of the packaging, everything is going to be changing. Fonts, the size of the bottles, everything is changing. And they're coming back into the drugstore with a bang. Now the TruBlend Matte Foundation is going to be an addition to the existing TruBlend formula. You might actually wear this already or have seen it in the stores. With the existing TruBlend Foundation, we have an addition of 26 new shades that are completely new to the brand. And now we have TruBlend Matte Formula, which is coming in at 40 shades. Starting off with the primers, there's going to be 4 new primers with the new package design as far as the little black stripes and the font changes. These are going to be new additions, and they're also going to be permanent. Now, when you look at the actual primers themselves, a lot of these have titles we've already have seen both high-end and drugstore. For example, we have the Pore reducing one. We have it in a purple shade, so that's just going to help brighten your skin, get rid of any type of dullness. We have the color correcting version, which is in the green, so you can kind of help with the redness on your skin. We have the traditional, what I like to say, traditional skin smoothing primer. This is a white color. And then we have the Illuminating skin primer, which is a peach tone to it. So various finishes, and it just depends on what you are looking for. I will not be using the purple or the green, so I'm actually going to donate those. But I want to talk about the 2 that I have been using, and I actually do like them. This Illuminating primer can also double as a liquid highlighter for your skin. If you want to mix this in with your foundation, I feel that it would give just a slight bit of radiance to the skin. But if you wear it on your cheeks, which is what I was doing as well, you'll have just a subtle glow. Now you have to get really close in a magnifying mirror to actually see the shimmer on the skin. There's no glitter chunks. There's nothing huge in this formula. It is a very subtle appearance, and it's something I feel that looks beautiful on my skin tone. I can't vouch for how it's going to look on fair skin, but I can tell from the actual shimmer that's in it, it's like I would say a mid-tone gold, and I got really close to my skin and I could see it. But it's not glitter that's spread out, or let me say shimmer. It's not all spread out on the skin, nor is it really compact where people are going to see it out in the sun. It's just a subtle glow, and I really like it. Then on my bare skin, I've worn it just on the tops of my cheeks, and it was just something that just looks beautiful, just one with the skin. So this is something that's going to go now right next to my L'Oreal Lumi Lotion, and I'm going to get some definite use out of that. So I definitely approve of that skin primer. Moving on to the actual skin primer. Now this is a primer that is going to help. I feel it's going to do everything that, in a sense, the foundation is kind of designed to do. Meaning it's going to help smooth your pores. It's going to also give your skin some hydration. It's not going to be a ton of hydration, because I don't want oily skin people to feel like it's going to feel greasy on the skin. It's very lightweight. It's as if I can't feel anything. But the way that I put this on is pretty much always the same way I put on my primers. So I will kind of warm it up on my palms and then I press it into my skin. So I recommend first, if that's how you'd like to apply it in that manner, but when you're looking at wherever on your face you might have those enlarged pores, really kind of press it into your skin, also into your smile lines, and it just smooths out your skin. Now, the first time I used it, I noticed a scent. It wasn't a strong scent, and I wasn't getting a headache or anything, but I could smell something, and I'm like, what is that smell? It has a clean skincare type scent. That's like the only way I can describe it. I also noticed that the foundation matches this scent too. Again, it's very subtle, and it also is not something that is going to linger on your skin. So just wanted you to know that. I did check the ingredients for the new matte foundation versus the existing TruBlend foundation, and both of the ingredients are different. So again, this is a new formula that is going to be introduced to the market. I did type down some notes in reference to the brand's vision for the foundation, so I'm going to quickly read that to you. This is their version of an inclusive foundation, meaning it's going to cover various skin finishes in one foundation. So we have a matte foundation that does what our skin would need. Also meaning reducing pore size, keeping your oil in check, it won't smudge or transfer, and it's going to feel natural and comfortable on the skin. The 40 shades are broken out by skin tone. So we're looking at fair skin, medium skin, tan skin, and then deep skin. Within each color spectrum, it's broken out by 10 shades. If we're going to have a more shade expansion, we'll see in the future, but for right now, it's going to be 10 per category. The foundation is also marketed to give you a medium to full coverage with, again, that natural finish on the skin. Based on my medium dark skin, I am warm golden olive. I actually fit into 2 of the foundation shades in all 40 of the shades available. I fit into 1 in the tan and I fit in 1 in the deep. That's rare to fit into 2 shades in one brand offering. Now in the tan selection, the shade that matches me closest is going to be T80. The name is Toasted Caramel, and I want to make note of that word, caramel. From what I noticed from just swatching them all, if the name caramel was in the title, those had a olive undertone, like a slight olive to it. Some might be more than others, but that's just something I wrote down. I was like, caramel, okay, olive, okay, olive. That's just what I noticed. So if that helps you in any way. The second shade that I fit into in the deep category is D10, and this is Golden Caramel. See? Caramel. This one actually matches my skin tone 100%. I put one color on one side of my face and the other color on the other side because we're talking, it is so close. I could wear it like that. And I'm like, where is the difference? I have to see a difference. I mean, I was looking in the magnifying mirror. I was going around town. I was asking various people. T80 side looks flat, meaning it just looks like my skin is just not alive. I don't see any gray or anything, but it just looks like, it just looks flat. When I have D10 on, especially right here, I could just see it's brighter and it is alive. In this clip I'm going to show you, I was excited to try the D20, which is the shade True Caramel. Again, here we go with that word, caramel, right? Olive. Let me tell you something about this name. They named this perfectly as far as true, whatever the name is, because this is truly olive. We're talking a bowl of a green olive. Olive. This is going to be my olive mixer. I was so happy that this is in the collection because I can now use this sort of like I use the NYX HD Pro foundation mixer, which is an olive. This is going to be great just to go into whatever foundation I want and see how it's going to adjust it and add that olive to it, because this is a strong olive tone. Okay, so this is right after I applied it. I am in the car. I'm going to go try to wake up, so I'm going to go work out. It started to change color in 5 minutes. I think that's what it was. So it's starting to get, oh, it looks a lot darker. Like in the mirror here versus on the phone. It is, whoa. I think I might go back inside and get a wipe. This is golden. No, true caramel. So the one that has a very strong green tint to it. Basically very strong olive tone to it. The texture of this foundation, I would say it's a cross between, I brought both of these, not only the TruBlend, but also my All Day Flawless. This just happens to be the Queen Collection one. The All Day Flawless has just a slight thicker texture to it, and then the TruBlend one I feel is just a little bit more thinner. But if both of these were mixed together, I feel I get the same texture as this foundation. This is also another foundation that performed in the manner that impressed me, like when I was testing out the Marc Jacobs Shameless or even the Fenty foundation. It wore and looked the same from when I wore it in the morning until I took it off at night. It didn't settle into anything. It didn't gather and show in smile lines. It smooths out well, whether I use a beauty sponge or a brush. Also to pat into the skin with fingers. And then you can apply whatever you need to apply onto the skin and be done with it. Now, I actually choose to wear this foundation just like how I wear my Fenty foundation. I'm gonna be honest, I am so thrilled with that. The way this foundation dries down, I don't even set it with powder. I apply my other base products on. It's not gathering, it's not streaking, it's done. I put it on, dries, done, I'm out the door. So I'm definitely pleased with that. Last would be just the overall finish of the foundation. If you know me and my skin reviews, I am a wearer that prefers that skin-like finish. I don't want it to look cakey. I don't want it to look and feel heavy. This is something, a foundation formula that does not feel like anything is on the skin. Okay, and it also provides a nice skin-like appearance on the skin. I do not feel that this foundation is full coverage. It can build up to full if you are going to be layering after layer after layer, and I'm not like that. I feel definitely a medium coverage is there, but I still would need to pull in an additional, let's say, concealer or build it up for it to actually, let's say, cover a dark mark. Claims to be buildable to full coverage as far as medium to full. I personally feel it's medium, but if you are going to build it up to full, I feel you're going to be layering on a lot of product. So it's just going to be your own personal preference. Additional claims of reducing pore size, oil control throughout the day. Those are going to be personal preferences because we're all different. I don't produce a ton of oil on my face in the sense where I'm just going to be having so much oil on my skin. I have normal skin. If it's going to lean towards anything, it's going to lean towards dry. I can have some dewness showing through and it doesn't bother me. It's not something of a formula in which my skin, like it did with, say, the NARS foundation, the new one, where it was getting and looking oily because my skin was dehydrated and it was just drying. It was overcompensating on my skin. This formula did not do that. As far as it looking dry and matte, again, this formula is not looking that way. So I feel that the claims of here's one foundation and it's going to do and cover a lot, I think it's going to be like that on each individual user. Also with pore size, I don't have large in pores, but with that skin primer, that is something, like I said, I patted into my skin and I'm very pleased with the overall appearance, but it's going to be different on your skin. If you're concerned about issues with your pore size, you're concerned about just your overall complexion in general, I strongly suggest, because you're here on this channel, you definitely work also on your skin care. Take care of your skin. The more you put into taking care of your skin and helping it look its best and healthy, the foundation, everything else is just going to look just as good. For a drugstore foundation to launch in this manner, I think that they did an excellent job. If you're able to find your shade, which I really feel that a lot of people are going to have that option to find their shades. Heck, you might even fall into two like I did. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And with that, dear friends, I'm done. Those are my opinions on CoverGirl's new TruBlend Matte Finish Foundation. I definitely want to know if this is something you plan on picking up. Again, June is around the corner, and I do hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for stopping by and spending time with me. I do truly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day or evening, and as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye, everyone. First thing I noticed with this lotion is whoop, everything falls. Opinions on TruBlend. Can I get this title right? M30.
Welcome to Chestnut. Please hurry. Come right.
You know, I've been taking care of you for 16 years. The least you can do is wait for 16 minutes.